Today we're doing something a little different on Skin Club. I set a strict budget, no reloads, no chasing losses, no emotional all-ins, just one focused session to see how this actually plays out when you stay disciplined. But before we go any further, quick reminder. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only and intended for viewers 18+. Case openings are completely random and based on chance. There are no guaranteed results, so always stay responsible and never spend more than you're comfortable losing. Alright, here's the balance. This is everything for today. Once it's gone, it's gone. We're starting with a few controlled single openings, no speed runs yet. I want to read the flow first. First case, okay, blue start. Not surprising, most sessions open like this. Second case, purple. That's actually decent, not amazing, but it stabilizes the mood a little. And this is where it gets interesting, because after one decent hit, your brain starts telling you momentum is real, even though every single case is independent. Let's test that theory. 3 in a row, controlled pace. First one, blue, again, second, pink. Wait, that's not bad at all, that's actually solid value. Third one, and it slows down on the gold. Don't do this. And it slides past. Of course, that right there is what makes these sessions intense. The near miss feels worse than a terrible drop. When you see the knife hovering and then disappearing, it hits differently. We're about 10 cases in now. Balance is moving, but not dramatically. This is the danger zone. This is where most people double their pace, increase risk, and try to force something big. We're not doing that. Instead, I'm switching strategy, smaller groups, more patience, because randomness doesn't reward emotion. Alright, next case, slow spin. Okay, another purple. We're staying afloat, that's important. Staying alive in a volatile session matters more than chasing the miracle drop early. But let's be honest, we all want the knife. We all want that gold flash. Let's increase the intensity slightly. 5 in a row. First, blue. Second, blue. Third, pink. Decent. Fourth, nothing special. Fifth, hold on. That's actually huge. That might be the best hit of the session so far. And just like that, the entire energy changes. One strong drop can reset everything mentally. Suddenly the losses feel smaller. The earlier blues don't hurt as much. That's the psychological roller coaster of case openings. But we're not done. Because one good hit doesn't mean the session is safe. Let's look at the numbers. We started with a fixed amount. We've opened around X cases. Current inventory value is sitting at approximately S. We're either slightly up, slightly down, or hovering around break-even. And that's where decisions become critical. Do we protect the session, or do we push for something bigger? You know what? One controlled push, not reckless, just calculated. Switching to a higher tier case. Deep breath, this one matters more. Spin starts, slows down, passes multiple reds, it's teasing again, and it goes blue. Of course it does, that's the reality. Higher tier doesn't mean higher guarantee, it just means higher variance. And that's an important distinction. We're feeling the volatility now. A couple quick losses and the balance drops noticeably. This is where emotions get loud, but discipline is louder. We slow down again. Single case. Spin, spin, spin. No way. That's gold. That is actually gold. And that right there completely shifts the session. This is why people love these moments. The build-up, the tension, the silence before it lands, and then the explosion when it does. But remember, for every moment like that, there are dozens that don't go your way. That's why it's entertainment. It's unpredictable. Let's finish responsibly. no reckless finale. We close the session properly. Final few cases, nothing dramatic. A couple small hits, a couple misses, and that's it. Budget complete. Now let's break it down honestly. Total cases opened, X. Starting balance, X. Final inventory value, roughly X. Overall result, volatile, emotional, intense, but controlled. Some sessions you walk away with massive wins. Some sessions remind you how unforgiving randomness can be. Today was a perfect example of both sides, and that's why I structure these videos this way. Fixed budget, no reloads, transparent results. Because at the end of the day, it's about the experience, not chasing impossible guarantees. Let me know in the comments, would you have stopped after the first big hit or pushed for more? And what was your favorite drop of the session? If you enjoy these CS2 case sessions and want more controlled challenges like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next session.